Gervonta Davis is pissed off. He's pissed off at Cameron and Mase because for their comments that they were making and promoting the Lamont Roach and Pitbull fight. You know, they made some comments about him not taking the fight with Lamont Roach. And we saw the fight that happened this Saturday night when Lamont Roach and Pitbull came, they fought to a draw. I thought that Roach won the fight, but I thought in the last round he should have threw more punches, right? He should have, he was making a miss and was doing all these, doing a lot of that razzle-dazzle stuff, but he wasn't throwing enough punches, right? So it ended in the draw. But they did, to me, they were promoting the fight, promoting the weigh-ins, and Gervonta's name came up a couple times.
People can expect a masterclass / destruction of Pitbull Saturday, man. I ain't gonna lie. I'm pulling all the tricks out. Yeah, I'm pulling all the tricks out the bag. I'm in shape.
Mark, come on, Mark, hold on now, man. Now we know. Hold on now. Give me a minute. Hold on now. Listen, man. We know you. We know you one of the top boxers. We know. I'm talking about when it comes to boxing skill level, IQ level. I very rarely put people up there with Floyd Mayweather or Shakur because his IQ is really good too, and your IQ is right there. Destruction, though. What you want some destruction shit?
I'm telling you, I'm like, I can box and all that, but I'm trying to, as I'm going boxing and all, I'm trying to hurt some shit in there, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Now you trying to hurt shit. That's what I like to hear.
Now, we live in a day and time where everybody's an emotional. When you're a commentator, you can't give your opinion. You give your opinion, you're a hater, you're hating. The people you give your opinion on, they want to fight you. They want to come after you. So with them hosting this fight, Stat Baby, she asked Cameron and Mase what's their opinion on the fight, the rematch between Roach and Gervonta. Now, we know that when Gervonta fought Pitbull, he defeated him. But then when he fought Roach, they fought to a draw. Now, this Saturday, that fight was fought to a draw. But they was asking, when they was giving their opinion on Gervonta, this is what they said. So Roach and Gervonta was supposed to fight immediately after this. It's supposed to have been a rematch. And now, mind you, these two guys are supposed to be friends. They grew up together in Baltimore. They understood each other. So Roach says Gervonta's been acting weird lately. He wanted the rematch. Tank didn't. Now, instead of settling unfinished business, Tank's boxing Jake Paul on the expedition. But then that fell out where Jake Paul, he's upset because he feel like Gervonta messed up a big bag. And he says Gervonta Davis is an actual walking human piece of garbage. Paul wrote on his X account. Working with him is an absolute nightmare. The unprofessionalism, the bizarre requests, the showing up hours late for shoots, the numerous arrests, and related accusations and lawsuits. If you support this man, you support the most vile sin a man can commit, right? And then Gervonta Davis, you know, like I said, because you can't talk about nobody. You can't have your own opinion. You can't say anything anymore, right? He went on to his ex and he said, "Ask Coach Cameron how does his throat feel." Oh man. And then Kizzy said, "And Mase talking crazy." Then Gervonta said, "What'd he say? I'll pull up to that show and beat the you know what out of him, right?" So he's talking his talk. But Cameron and Mase, they've been giving their opinion for some time now.
Top form boxing at the very moment. Terrence Crawford isn't retiring. Of course, Terrence Crawford's number one. I would put Shakur number two. A lot of people will say he doesn't have a high knockout rate, but name of the sport isn't knock me out, knock you out, you punch me, punch you. High IQ boxer, he's number two. Canelo's still active. I got him number three. Number four is tough, man.
Usyk or Inoue?
You know what it is? The heavyweight title ain't been in America so long. You're right. Usyk should be probably number 2 or 3. So we're going to put him in the top 4. Absolutely.
Now it gets even more heated because after that fight with Lamont Roach, Cameron and Mase went on to the It Is What It Is podcast and they voiced their opinions and they said that they thought that he lost.
I think he lost the fight, if we're being really honest. Tank, you lost that fight. I mean, the only reason they gave you the fight was because you would make more money as a champion, but there's no way it's a draw, and they didn't call the knockdown. If they called a knockdown, you lost that unanimously. So I'm going to go on the record before everybody else tells you 100% you lost without blinking, hand up the guard, strike me right here. You lost that fight. And I think everybody believes that. I don't think nobody, being really honest with you, would say that you won that fight. And I think this makes a great second fight if he fights him again. And I think this gave Shakur Stevens even more confidence than he had before. He walked out of there thinking he's ready. I was happy to see the fight.
Okay.
Yeah, and just to piggyback off of what you said, after this performance, this definitely looks like Shakur could be a better boxer than Tank. See, the thing about it with Tank, to me, is that Tank, when he fights, he knows he could turn up something in the middle of that fight to knock somebody out. He usually starts off slow, round 3, 4, maybe 5, 6. He starts turning it up to where he outsmarts his opponent because they forget their strategy. They try and get into a phone booth with him, and then he ends up knocking you out, to where Roach stuck to the game plan the whole time. He stuck to the game plan. I'm with Mase. I think he lost the fight. That referee has a lot of experience. For you not to call that knee a knockdown is crazy, bro. It's crazy. And we know, as boxing fans, or that's really boxing fans, the only knockdown of Floyd Mayweather's career is when his hand was hurting and he took a knee. He still ended up winning the fight, as we know he's 50-0, but he took a knee and it counted as a knockdown. For you to take a knee and the referee not call it, that's crazy. Then the excuse after why he took a knee was even more crazy. He said he had grease in his eye. People fight with blood in their eye, all type of stuff, from headbutts, etc. The leverage that you have as a superstar is amazing.
So this is them giving their opinion, right? And listen, when we in the barbershop, when we in the gym, when we in the crib after a fight or before a fight, we always talking about boxers and voicing our opinions, talking about the ones we like, the ones we don't like, the ones we feel like is ducking fights. This is what the boxing game is about. We have bets. We do all kinds of stuff with that. But in today's time, these guys are so sensitive, you can't say anything. They want to fight you. They don't. It gets crazy, right? So some people think that Mase and Cameron took things too far because they didn't have him in their top 5. And then they go to a thing where they talk about the quality of opponents that he's fought.
The question, though.
Yeah.
Who did Gervonta beat that was equivalent to a Sugar Shane? Who did he beat that's equivalent to a Cotto?
Listen, I mean, I don't have his
to a Canelo. To a Canelo.
Come on, man. Listen. I think a lot of those fighters are great fighters.
He smoked them niggas.
He smoked who?
Floyd made them look like they were not even good. De La Hoya, Pacquiao.
Listen, he didn't fight De La Hoya in his prime. Mosley rocked him. That was the only person.
And that's what I'm talking about. Did you see how he responded to it?
Yeah, listen. Floyd is the champ. He's the great. He's the champ.
That's all I'm saying.
But let's not act like he didn't fight these. He didn't fight De La Hoya in his prime. Fuck no. That's a whole different
saying
fight.
That.
Okay, who else?
Say something different. Colo.
Well, he didn't fight. He didn't fight Lomachenko. He didn't fight Lomachenko in his prime.
Listen. I'm just saying. We talking about Frank. We talking about Tank and Floyd. It's a new sheriff in town, man. Y'all gotta let that man get that youngster his time.
No, I'm saying it is his time, but you don't get dog status till you run through a dog. I mean, you're talking to dogs.
Killer, what y'all told me? 30-0.
Yeah.
28 knockouts?
30-0, 28 knockouts.
Come on, man. Y'all leave that man alone, man. He ain't got
we not downplaying what he's saying. It's just, and this is what happens a lot when people are dealing with people who know sports. When you start comparing peoples to the greats, that's when this discussion happens. If we wasn't talking about Floyd, we would be talking about Gervonta as the gorilla of all gorillas, right? But when you put him in that aspect of looking in the light of Floyd, he's not Floyd yet. To me, that's my opinion.
I agree with that somewhat. But what I'm saying is, at 47 years old, I think it would be. I don't think Floyd's a 10 out of 10 fighter anymore. Just by age.
I think that speaks to his greatness that we even having a conversation.
Listen, there's no. We know Floyd is the champ. He great. But at 47 years old, if a fight took place next year and he's 48 against Tank, I'm taking Tank.
Yeah, next year I'll take Tank too. I'm talking about right now while he's pissed off with Tank and what Tank is doing. I think he could do that right now.
So I understand as a fighter, Gervonta, you might not like these guys, but your job is to get into the ring and fight. That's what your job is. Your job is to get into the ring and show improve your skills. Show that you actually have skills to pay the bills, right? You like this thing is a joke, man. This whole era of boxing. First of all, these guys don't even fight. When the last time he even fought? You got these guys fight like once every 2 years. It's just a joke. So to me, he's not. You can't compare him to Floyd Mayweather. You can't compare him to those guys. He's not on that level. He's just not. He's not. And Floyd, his level of competition, no, they don't fight nobody, right? You want to fight guys for their opinion that's not professional fighters. You want to threaten them. You want to go up to the show and threaten to beat them up. Like, come on, man. Like, I don't know about this, man. All this stuff is a joke, but y'all let me know what y'all think, man. If you made it this far in the video, hit that like button, subscribe to Street Media TV, leave your comments in the comment section. Remember, I love y'all. Till next time. Peace.